Hello my loves, thanks for returning. I hope this video finds you happy and doing well. As you know by the thumbnail, this video is going to be all on underrated, affordable setting sprays. So if you're interested, just keep watching. So I have 6 here that I want to talk about, and these are setting sprays that I have been using and testing out and things like that. I feel like there is a common denominator amongst all of them, and that would be these setting sprays are kind of geared towards ladies that have drier skin or maybe combination skin, somewhere where it's normal or a little bit dry in spots. But that's not to say that someone with oily skin couldn't use some of these setting sprays. And I say that because if you use a different primer or things like that, you probably could get away with some setting sprays that lean more to the dewy or luminous side. So I feel like within all of these setting sprays, I have something for everybody. But again, the common denominator amongst all of them is that they're going to be a little bit dewy or luminous or something along those lines. So again, I have 6 and I'm just going to go ahead and start. All right, so the first one that I have is by Joa, and this is their Selfie Ready setting spray, and this is the dewy one. It's called Do Me a Favor, and this is the bottle that it comes in. It looks like this. It has a little gold top, and I'm going to go ahead and spray it for you. Hopefully you all were able to see that, but it's a really nice mist. And what I found with the mister is that it doesn't have those clumps of droplets that kind of come down on your face. They claim that it's dewy, but I would say that it's more of a natural finish that has a little bit of dew to it. This one is very weightless. They claim that it lasts for 16 hours. I haven't worn it that long. The longest that I've worn it is 7 hours, and it lasted pretty good. As far as the creasing and things like that, I really didn't have any problems with that. But I have to say that this one looks really pretty, and if you're one that applies powder, this one does kind of just melt it all in and just gives a really beautiful finish. Even if you don't use powder, you're one that doesn't like to use powders, because a lot of times I don't, you could just skip that and go ahead and use your spray. So this is the first one, and it's really underrated. And if you're interested in kind of testing Korean brands, some of the newer Korean brands out, try this one out. All right, so the next one that I have is by LA Girl, and this is the Shimmer spray, and this is for face and body. Now I have this one on now, and let me tell you, this one it has gold flakes in it, and you can see it on my face. I'm not sure if you can tell that I have gold flakes on my face, but this right here is highlight, just a little bit of highlight, but I sprayed this all over. And granted, this spray is not going to be for everybody, because everybody doesn't want that gold spray all over your face, but but if you are that lady that's looking for something to wear out, a good setting spray that's going to last a decent amount of time. Now this one does have a natural finish. If you do use a luminous foundation and you add a little bit of powder, or even if you skip the powder, you can add this, and it's going to give you more of a natural finish. It is really pretty, but I think that this one is better used if you're going to go out. And like I said, I have it on now. All right, and it's a real gem if you're going to, like I said, wear it out. And it doesn't have to be out at night. You know, if you're going to get dressed up and go somewhere, this one would be a really pretty one. So here's a bottle right here. Okay, and I'm going to shake it up. Can you see those gold flakes? And it has 2 tops, this one and this one. So I'm going to go ahead and spray it. So it has a really nice mister on it, and again, it doesn't leave those clumps of, you know, product just coming down. It just goes ahead and mist out, and it's not the finest that I've ever seen, but it's not bad. So this one's a real gem, and it sets well. It's not going to cause your makeup to crease or look weird by the end of the night. So this one's a good one to try. All right, so the next one is by Neutrogena, and this one is their Radiant Healthy Setting Spray, and this one has peptides in it and antioxidants. This one's going to be very lightweight. lightweight. It is going to set your makeup in place, but this one gives you more of a radiant look. Not really not really dewy, but a more radiant look. So this setting spray would be really good if you're looking for a setting spray that's going to have some good ingredients in it, as well as be lightweight, something that you can use as opposed to powder once you finish your foundation and things like that. This one is a good one. The only thing that I don't really like about this one is that the mister isn't as fine as the other two that I showed you. So here's the bottle that it comes in, and here's the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray it for you. So as you can see, the mister on here isn't as fine as the other ones that I showed, but I think that it'll do. It doesn't leave the big droplets of water, and even though the mister just kind of shoots thicker little particles at you, it's not going to mess up your foundation. Some products out there, once you spray it on your face, it can kind of cause your makeup to run or just look a little bit different, but this one you don't have to worry about. Also, I have to warn you, it does have a little bit of fragrance. I do smell that, but it's just a little bit. But outside of that, I think this one is really underrated, especially for people who are looking for a setting spray that have a lot of good ingredients in it. So this is definitely a good one to try. All right, so the next one is by Milani, and this is the Make It Dewy setting spray. Now this one is dewy. This one is going to leave your face, and you know, the way it leaves your face is very, very, very radiant. Almost, it will, if you want the wet look, you know, on your face, or not wet look, maybe that's a bad term, but you are going to have a lot of dew. So if you like that, this one is good. And it's interesting because it can make your face look like, you know, very, very dewy and radiant, but it won't be wet or tacky. You know, so this one is a really good one, especially if you have super, super dry skin. This one would be an excellent one. And here's the bottle that it comes in. And there's the mister. Another thing about this one does have a scent to it, and it's not that strong, but if you're sensitive to that, this one will probably want to pass on. But this one is really good if you're looking for that dewy look. This one's really good for it. All right, and my next one is my Physicians Formula 24 Karat setting spray, and this one has collagen in it. And I talked about this one in my favorites, so I had to include it in this one. This is another one that has a lot of good ingredients. This one has the little flakes in it too. However, they aren't as prominent as the LA Girl Shimmer. Okay, so you just can't see these as much. You can see them, but you would have to get a magnifying mirror, and the person would have to be literally up on your face to see this. But this is another one that if you're looking for a setting spray that has something in it that's going to help your skin while you're using it, this one would be a good one. And it just looks pretty on the skin. I had it on in my last video, just like I have this setting spray on, the LA Girl Shimmer setting spray. I have that on now, and I think it's pretty. This is just a good one, and I really do think this one is underrated. So if you ever see it, especially if it's on sale, check it out. And the last one that I have is the Morphe Luminous setting spray, and it comes in a bottle like this. Now this one is going to be luminous as well, but it's not going to be as luminous as this Milani setting spray. It is very comfortable to wear. It's weightless, it's lightweight, and it lasts a decent amount of time. The longest that I've ever worn this is about 6 to 7 hours, so you can expect no creasing and things like that. And I do have to warn you, I forgot to tell you, on all of these setting sprays, cover up your eyes and then spray. And I think that's probably universal. I think probably everybody knows that, but just make sure you cover up your eyeshadow. Look, if you don't have any eyeshadow on, you know, you can just close your eyes and spray it, but always cover up your eyes. So anyway, especially when you're using a setting spray that's kind of like on the dewy or radiant side. Anyway, back to this one. This one really doesn't have a scent, and I think this one has the best mister out of all of the ones that I've talked about. And it comes in a little bottle like this. So you see that? That is really nice. This one has the best, I love this mister. I really do. So that's it. These are all of my underrated setting sprays that I really do enjoy, that have some good things to offer. And if you're in the market for a setting spray and you have drier skin and you're looking for a luminous, you know, radiant type of setting spray, and check one of these out. So let me know, what setting sprays have you been using? Which ones do you enjoy? Let me know so I can go check them out. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until my next video, smooches.